An estimated 12,000 servicemen and women have been dismissed from the military under the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy. That's according to the Log Cabin Republicans, a group working within the GOP to promote equality of gays and lesbians. Charles Moran is spokesman for that group. He also has a long history in California politics. Charles, welcome to you. Let's talk about the same-sex partner benefits for U.S. diplomats that's being proposed. Right now, domestic partners aren't covered by their partner's health insurance. They can't apply early for jobs at embassies like heterosexual spouses can. How big a deal would this be?
Thank you for having me on this afternoon. Absolutely, this is a major problem that the United States government is having in terms of dealing with its employees. National companies, Fortune 500 CEOs and organizations know that staying competitive with issues such as employment non-discrimination and extending these benefits to same-sex partners is key to keeping good and talented employees with you. And that extends into the United States federal government. This is a huge issue, not just because it's an employment situation, but because it's a life situation. And President Obama has already stated that, you know, these are civil rights issues. We're waiting for him to basically repeal the Defense of Marriage Act because of the fact that it makes it impossible for the federal government, from the Department of Agriculture all the way to the foreign service sectors, to be able to extend these types of benefits that are given to heterosexual couples to partners of the same gender.
But now this does require an interagency review before this can happen at the State Department. But if it does happen for U.S. diplomats, wouldn't this open the floodgates for same-sex benefits for everyone else? Why just U.S. diplomats? Wouldn't there be an outcry for equality across the board here?
Absolutely, and that's the problem here. Why doesn't President Obama fulfill his promise to the gay and lesbian Americans that voted for him, along with all Americans who are concerned about keeping the best talent working for our government, and just repeal the Defense of Marriage Act? That's what he promised to do, and this whole problem would go away if he just fulfilled his promises.
So this seems like a real tricky situation here. If the State Department makes an exception to the Defense of Marriage law here, which defines marriage as a man and a woman, if the federal government approves that here, then what happens to the fight for same-sex marriage across the country? On Tuesday, we're probably going to learn about Proposition 8, the ban on same-sex marriage in California. We're going to learn if that's upheld by the state Supreme Court. It just seems everyone may not exactly be on the same page here.
I hate to have to say it, but these days it's all gay all the time. And really what this boils down to is a further discussion in America about gay and lesbian civil rights, basic human rights, and rights to us guaranteed under the American Constitution, under, you know, the pretense of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This is just continuing that conversation. California is absolutely going to be a firestorm here in a few days on Tuesday when the ruling comes out on Prop 8, continuing to have the discussion in America over civil rights for gay and lesbians. And again, the Defense of Marriage Act and the prohibition of the federal government for recognizing same-sex relationships when it comes to benefits of these, it's an extension of the same argument.
I have to ask, what happens to the 18,000 marriages that were performed before the Prop 8 ban went into effect in California? Do those people have any rights if the ban is upheld?
We don't really know, and that's something that the court is going to address. We're hopeful that the Supreme Court of the state of California is going to rule on the behalf of gay and lesbians here in California and repeal Proposition 8. And if they do end up upholding Proposition 8, they will also be ruling on those 18,000 couples who did end up getting married. We are hopeful that even if the Supreme Court justices keep Proposition 8 enforced, that those 18,000 couples will still be able to stay legally married in the state of California.
All right, Charles Moran, thank you for your time. A Republican working to promote equality of gays and lesbians. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
For that conversation today.